This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1506, on Great Teachers and the Remarkable Life, a Deliberate Practice Case Study, Part 1, by Cal Newport of calnewport.com. And I'm Justin Malik, the guy that reads to you every single day of the week, including weekends and holidays. Before we get to it, why settle for 7% returns from your 401k? Whether you're an experienced investor or new to the game, our friends at The Motley Fool want to help you find great stocks. That's why they've created a report on a group of 5 stock picks for the next generation of investors. And it's free for all Optimal Living Daily listeners at fool.com/Optimal Living Daily. That's FOOL.com/Optimal Living Daily. And I have that linked in this episode's description. For now, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. On Great Teachers and the Remarkable Life, a Deliberate Practice Case Study, Part 1, by Cal Newport of calnewport.com. Predicting greatness. The impact of teachers is profound. If you rank the world's countries by their students' academic performance, the U.S. is somewhere in the middle. In a 2009 New Yorker article, Malcolm Gladwell notes that replacing the bottom 6% to 10% of public school teachers with teachers of average quality could be enough to close the gap between our current position and the top-ranked countries. Quote, "Your child is actually better off in a bad school with an excellent teacher than in an excellent school with a bad teacher," Gladwell concludes. But there's a problem, quote, "No one knows what a person with the potential to be a great teacher looks like," end quote, or at least according to Gladwell. Teaching for America, a nonprofit that recruits outstanding college graduates to teach in low-income school districts, disagrees. This organization is fanatical about data. For the past 20 years, they've gathered massive amounts of statistics on their teachers in an attempt to figure out why some succeed in the classroom and some fail. They then work backwards from these results to identify what traits best predict a potential recruit's success. As Amanda Ripley reports in a comprehensive look inside the Teach for America process published in the Atlantic Monthly, the results of this outcome-based approach to hiring are humbling. "I came into this with a bunch of theories," the former head of admissions at Teach for America told Ripley. Quote, "I was proven wrong at least as many times as I was validated," end quote. When Teach for America first started 20 years ago, applicants were subjectively scored by interviewers on 12 general traits like communication ability. A sample interview question: what is wind? By contrast, if you're one of the 35,000 students who applied in 2009, a pool that included 11% of Ivy League seniors, 30 data points gathered from a combination of questionnaires, demonstrations, and interviews were fed into a detailed quantitative model that returned a hiring recommendation. This data-driven approach seems to work. As Ripley reports, in 2007, 24% of Teach for America teachers advanced their students at least 1.5 grade levels or more. 2 years later, as the organization's models continue to evolve, this number has almost doubled to 44%. I'm fascinated by Teach for America for a simple reason. The traits they discovered at the core of great teaching are unmistakably a variant of deliberate practice. Not the pure coach-driven practice of professional athletes and chess grandmasters, but a hardy, adaptable strain that's applicable to almost any field. Put another way, these outstanding teachers may have unwittingly cracked the code for generating a remarkable life. Inside the classroom of an outstanding teacher. In her Atlantic piece, Ripley recounts an afternoon spent in the math classroom of William Taylor, a teacher in Southeast Washington, D.C., who ranks in the top 5% of all math teachers in the district. When Taylor enters the classroom, his students fall into a strictly choreographed interaction. "Good morning," he calls. "Good morning," the students answer. The period begins with mental math. Taylor calls out problems which the students answer in their heads. They then write their solutions on orange index cards, which they all hold up at the same time. If some kids get it wrong, they have not embarrassed themselves, Ripley notes. But Taylor now knows who needs more attention. After mental math, Taylor teaches the class a new method for long division. The students try the strategy in groups of 4, each led by a team leader that rotates on a regular basis. Taylor found that students were more receptive to help from their fellow students. After having the students try the method on their own, Taylor begins calling them up to the board, selecting names at random to ensure no one is overlooked. "I try, but I can't find a child who isn't talking about math," Ripley recalls about her afternoon in the classroom. The class continues with a spirited game of multiplication bingo. Before the students leave, they have to answer a final problem on a slip of paper that they hand to Taylor at the door, another method for him to assess who is still struggling with the day's material. What makes great teachers great? Hear that in tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled On Great Teachers and the Remarkable Life, a Deliberate Practice Case Study by Cal Newport of calnewport.com. And now, are you a Henry? It stands for High Earner, Not Rich Yet. It means that despite earning a 6-figure income, you're struggling to amass any meaningful nest egg. Our friends at The Motley Fool can help. Since 1993, they've been providing investment advice, helping members build the financial future they envision. To kickstart your 2020 financial goals, they're offering 5 of their favorite stock picks for free. Realizing you're a Henry? Remember the not rich yet part. You can do it, and The Motley Fool can help. Visit fool.com/optimallivingdaily. That's FOOL.com/optimallivingdaily. And have that linked in this episode's description. That'll do it for today. Thank you for being here and listening every day, including weekends. And thank you for sharing the show and subscribing. It really means a lot. I'll be back tomorrow to finish up this post where your optimal life awaits.